Thank you so much and welcome. And of course, that's a song from Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul, and it was a song written in tribute to the boys leaving to go off to the Vietnam War.
And it was. In actual fact, Aretha's title, the Queen of Soul, came at the end of 1960. Aretha began her secular music career at the age of 18. She grew up in Detroit, Michigan, singing gospel. Her father was a minister. But by the 1960s, with hits such as Think, Respect, Say a Little Prayer for You, and this next song, she garnished the title of the Queen of Soul. Now, this next song was actually penned by Stevie Wonder, and it's one of those love songs where it's a bit borderline stalker. Aretha sings about going around her local neighbourhood, trying to persuade her estranged lover to come back to her, but I think he might have got a bit worried when she potentially tapped on his window pane. Here's Aretha Franklin's Until You Come Back to Me.
Song was written in the 1970s, and Jim Weatherly, who wrote it, was talking to Farrah Fawcett and Lee Majors about their constantly having to catch planes to see each other because they were so busy. And she was telling him how she'd catch a midnight plane to Houston. Now, he put all these songs on a record and gave it to the singers to sing it. And Sissy Houston picked up on Midnight Plane to Houston, but she said, it's got to be Midnight Plane to Georgia for the soul scene. And it didn't do anything, so Gladys Knight nicked it. And she put all her own backing vocals in it, changed it round a little bit, and made it, and said she dedicated it to all the people who tried to make it in the big smoke and didn't make it, and all people whose dreams were smashed, and this was her pledge towards that. It's called Midnight Train to Georgia.
For the man, too much for the man, he couldn't make it, so he's leaving my life, he's coming to know. He said he's going back to find, going back to find. Oh, what's left of this world, a world that he once knew. Not so long ago, he's leaving on the midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on the midnight train. I said he's going back to find, a simpler place in time. Guess it's gonna be right by his side. Be with him. Train to Georgia. On the midnight train to Georgia. Said I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. World is his and hers alone. He got dreaming, oh, that someday he would be a star, a superstar, but he didn't get far. Oh, but he found out the hard way. Dreams don't always come true. So he pawned all his hopes, yes he did, and even sold his car, yes he did. He bought a one-way ticket back, to a place that he knew before. He's leaving Georgia. Leaving on a midnight train. I said he's going back to find. He's going back to find a simpler place in time. Guess he's gonna be right by his side. Be with him. I know you will. Oh, midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on a midnight train to Georgia. Said I'd rather live in his world, live without him in mine. The world is his and hers alone. He's leaving on the midnight train to Georgia. Leaving on the midnight train. Alright, I said he's going back to find. He's going back to find a simpler place in time. This is gonna be right by his side. Be with him. On the midnight train to Georgia. On the midnight train to Georgia. Said I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. World is his and hers alone. For the love, midnight train to go. Midnight train to Georgia. The midnight train to go.
Thank you very much.
Now, this next song is about that feeling sometimes you get when you hear a song and it just hits you in the feels and it just moves you. And apparently it was inspired by a performance by Don McLean. Now, this song, when it was written, was given to our very own Helen Reddy to perhaps record, to think about recording. She was given the record in those days and she had it sitting in her house and she'd look at it. She didn't actually play it. She looked at it and she looked at it and she didn't like the title. She hated the title of the song, so she never even listened to it and she said no. Then Roberta Flack did it, and the rest is history.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. Sang a good song. I heard he had a style, and so I came to see him and listen for a while. And there he was, this young boy, a stranger to my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I felt all flushed with fever, embarrassed by the crowd. I felt he'd found my letters and read each one out loud, and he just kept on singing, singing clear and strong, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. He sang as if he knew me in all my dark despair, and then he looked right through me as if I wasn't there, and he just kept on singing, singing clear and strong, strumming my pain with his fingers and singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. La 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 la. Strumming my pain with his fingers, he was singing my life with his words, killing me strumming my pain. Oh, he was singing my life, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Amanda Easton, everybody.
Thank you.
And I just want to say it's so wonderful to see so many of you tuning in. Hi, Lovey from Fiji.
Hi,
Oh.
Peter Palestino from the US. Thank you for dropping by.
And I think we've got our family from New Zealand, although, you know, I don't know how technically mums got onto it tonight, but they said they were going to tune in. So, hi, family in NZ.
And hi, Edna.
Oh.
Edna and all the crew from
And don't
Milford
forget
House.
tonight, even though it's a free show, we do have a PayPal account. So if you would love to dip into the depths of your pockets and pay us a small contribution, we would of course be eternally grateful. None of us have been out there performing much, if any, at all.
3 months.
So it's such a great pleasure to be here with you tonight. So look, if you've got a bit of spare change and you want to put it to us in the PayPal account, that would be great. Put it to us. This next song was presented to Diana Ross in 1968. She was a bit fed up with singing love songs all the time, and this song presented some really challenging and quite controversial material at the time. It was a song about illegitimacy. Okay, and it premiered on the Ed Sullivan Show 1968, and the audience at first was sort of a little bit shocked that how can somebody be on here singing about a love child? And of course the song is all about a woman saying to her boyfriend, please don't pressure me into sleeping with you because we don't want to have a love child. Come on, everybody at home, tenement slow. You can dance around your kitchen table. Don't think that I don't feel love. What I feel for you is real love. In others' eyes I've seen reflected a hurt scorn. Your gentle love child, never meant to be. Love child, born in poverty. Love child, never meant to be. Love child, take a look at me. Started my life in an old cold run-down tenement slum. My father left, he never even married Mom. I shared the guilt my mama knew, so afraid that friends would see the guilt in me. This love we're contemplating is worth the pain of waiting. We'll only end up hating the child we may be creating. Love child, never meant to be. Love child's gone by society. Love child, never meant to be. Love child, take a look at me. Hold on, just a little bit, baby. Hold on, just a little bit, baby. And I started school in a one-ton dress that somebody threw out. I knew the way it felt to always live in doubt, to be without the special things, so afraid my friends would see the guilt in me. Don't think that I don't feel love. What I feel for you is real love. And no child am I to be bearing the name shame. We're a love child, never quite as good. We're afraid, ashamed, and misunderstood. The love child always loves. We won't now. Always love. Just a little bit like the
Joe Elms. This next song, Aretha Franklin was recording with her husband, and the trumpet player said something out of line and the song wasn't working, so Aretha and her husband walked out and left it and went to New York, where she wanted to do it on an 8-track. She disappeared for a few weeks, grabbed her 3 sisters, played organ and piano on the whole song, and Do Right Woman was born. And it was a bit of an anthem in those days for women. It was saying, you want to make love to me, you got to respect me. So it was a big step in those days, in the early 60s. And she did it, as only she did.
Take me to heart, and I'll always love you, and nobody can make me do wrong. Take me for granted, leaving love unshown, makes willpower weak and temptation strong. A woman's only human. This you must understand. She's not just a plaything. She's flesh and blood, just like a man. Well, if you wanna do that right, do right, oh, do right, woman, you gotta be a do right all night man. Now you see, they say that it's a man's world, but you can't prove that by me. If you wanna be together, babe, well, show some respect for me. If you wanna do right, do right, all night, woman, you gotta be a do right all night man. Oh, they say a woman's only human. That's right. Oh, she's only flesh and blood. She's not just a plaything. She's flesh and blood, just like a man. Oh, do right all night, woman, you got to do right all night, man. Do right all night,
Liza Olbach.
Thank you.
Well, of course, you know, we have so many people to thank for tonight's show. But first of all, ladies and gentlemen, everybody out there, we should introduce you to this band. If you're not already familiar with the people on stage with us, we have over here Mr. Eric Rasmussen, looking switch with his hat. Over here on drums and vocals, of course, the one and only Mr. Kimmy Tupaya. Our man holding it all together in the rhythm section, of course, the one and only Mr. Victor Rounds. And of course, we are so lucky to have this gentleman over here on keyboards with us. When you get this man, you get a whole band. Mr. Joe Macri. Oh boy, oh boy.
All right, well, this next song is actually quite salacious. Yes, that's right. There's definitely one to file under the passion part of the evening. There's a line in the song that goes like this. That night on our honeymoon, we stayed in separate rooms. Now, there's probably a few different reasons you can come up with why two newlyweds would stay separately on the night of their honeymoon. But apparently Freda Payne didn't think that far. This was in the very late 60s, 1970 the song came out. And when it came out, she was so surprised that it ended up becoming a massive gay anthem. One to dance to, don't be shy.
You can dance on the inside.
Now that you're gone, all that left is a band of ghosts. All that left of the dreams you hold is a band of gold. And the memories of what love could be if you are still here with me. You took me from the shelter of a love I had never known to love one another. We kissed after making vows, but that night on our honeymoon, we stayed in separate rooms. I wish in the darkness of my lonely room, filled with sadness, filled with gloom, hoping soon that you'd walk right through that door and love me like you tried before. Since you've been gone, all that's left is a band of gold. All that's left of the dreams I hold is a band of gold. And the dreams of what love could be if you are still here with me. Oh, yeah. Don't you know that I wait in the darkness of my lonely room, filled with sadness, filled with gloom, hoping soon that you'd walk right through that door and love me like you tried before. Since you've been gone, all that's left is a band of gold. All that's left of the dreams I hold is a band of gold. And the dreams of what love could be if you are still here with me. Since you've been gone, all that's left is a band of gold. All that's left of the dreams I hold is a band of gold. And the dreams of what love could be if you are still here with me. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, a cheeky little song.
I'm thirsty after that. Goodness me. Amanda's falling out of a dress.
Song.
Oh boy, oh boy. Well, this next song, of course, pays tribute to the late, great Natalie Cole. Now, Natalie, of course, her father, the late, great Nat King Cole, tried early on in the formative years of her career to actually stay out of her father's shadow. She didn't actually take up singing seriously until her senior years at college. And when she did, no record label really wanted to touch her. They wanted to put her in the mould of her father. Capitol Records finally thought, no, there's something in this girl. And of course, 1975, she released the song, which wasn't a ballad at all. It was an up-tempo little funky number called This Will Be. And it shot her to stardom. She ended up knocking Aretha Franklin off her pedestal of continuously winning the Grammy Award for Best R&B Female Vocal. Natalie took it home and dethroned Aretha. There you go. That's a pretty good accolade to have in your closet, isn't it? We love Natalie. And of course, this song had a little bit of resurgence recently, particularly among younger people, because it was used in the eHarmony ads. If you went to eHarmony, you might possibly find your everlasting love. Come on, everybody.
Anastasia, great to see you.
Stephen Askins.
Oh, Pauline.
Oh, well, look, we have one final. We're nearly at the end of the show, would you believe?
Oh.
Time goes so fast when you're having fun. But we have a huge, huge thank you to give to DFP, because without them, Dave, Dan, the whole crew, we wouldn't be here tonight. None of this would be happening. This is such an amazing initiative that these guys are putting together. We cannot thank them enough. Thank you so much.
Just for us, ladies and gentlemen. Custom set. Look at this.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much. It means the world to us. It's been amazing to be back on stage singing again.
Yes! This last song was recorded originally by Muddy Waters, and it was called Just Make Love to Me, and it was all about, he just wanted to make love to her. He didn't care about her baking for him. He didn't want to be a slave. He didn't want her to be true to him. He just wanted to make love to her. Etta James got hold of it, and she said, no, I'm flipping this around. I don't mind baking your bread. I don't mind washing your clothes, but I want you to be true to me, and then I'll make love to you. So it's called I Just Want to Make Love to You.
I don't want you to be my slave. I don't want you to work all day. That's just one thing you can do. Let me make a sweet love to you, oh baby, love to you. Oh, love to you. I don't want you to wash my clothes, yes I do. I don't want you to stay indoors. There's just one thing you can do. Let me make a sweet love to you, oh baby, love to you. Oh, love to you. Well, I can tell by the way that she walked that walk, and I can tell by the way that she talked that talk. I can tell by the way that she loved that girl. You can give her all the love and in the whole damn world. I don't want you to bake me bread. I don't need you to keep me fed. I don't want you to be true. I just wanna make a love to you, love to you, oh, love to you. Mr. Eric Rasmussen, yeah. Mr. Jen Macri. Well, I can tell by the way that you walk that walk. I can tell by the way that you talk that talk. Can tell by the way that you love that girl. You can give me all the love in the whole damn world. I don't want you to bake me bread. I don't need you to keep me fed. There's just one thing I can do. Let me make a sweet to you, baby, love to you. Oh, love to you. I just want to make love to you, baby. Love to you. I just want to make love. Forget about the bread, baby. We don't need all that food. No, we don't need that. You don't need to wash my clothes, honey. They smell pretty good as they are. I said, love to you. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You're free, yeah. Yeah. Love to you. Oh, love to you. Good night, folks. Good night, love to you. First Lady of Soul, love to you.
the First Ladies of Soul.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'd just like to say a big thank you to Jo Elms here, who did a lot of the behind-the-scenes work and on-the-scenes work. And she's put in a lot of time. So, Jo Elms, legend.
And of course, Liza
Thank you.
Oldback.
Amanda
Easton.
Easton. Eric, Kimmy, Victor, Joe, DFP. Thank you guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Click our PayPal.